Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about what the year is going to be like for the sidereal sign of Cancer. What is 2026 going to be about? So with that, I always have to tell everybody I am a Vedic sidereal astrologer, so you do not listen to your Western tropical placements. But what I'm going to be talking about is if you have your ascendant, your moon sign, and you can even listen to your sidereal sun sign. Let me tell you how this works, because many of you are in question, how can it be all three? Well, trust me, it is, because we are more complicated than you think. We have different levels. So let me explain. The ascendant is you. It is your physical. The moon sign is how you think and feel. That's how it's going to affect you in that area. But the sun sign is actually your spirit. It's more of a spiritual essence that this affects you. But all three matter. So if you don't know your sidereal Vedic ascendant, moon, or sun sign, then I want you to go to my website, and I have a free chart calculator. Go to galacticcenter.org and you can put in all your information. Now, if you want greater in-depth detail, the real deal, I want you to go to my Galactic Planner, and that's galacticplanner.com. And in there, this will give you the specifics daily of what you can expect based on your personal birth chart. It's not general at all. It is very personal, and it takes everything into account that I'm talking about with this. That is going to be your best bet, to go get the planner, and then it will tell you what your signs are. So while you're at galacticcenter.org, I want you to pay attention, sign up for my free newsletter, as well as look at my Patreon. It is a spiritual community I meet with every week live. As well as, if you want to study with me, I have the most comprehensive Vedic astrology school out there. Go to universityofvedicastrology.com. So with all that, I want to talk about how Cancer is going to be affected for 2026. Now, starting in January, for everyone, January starts out with a huge big bang, because we're going to have the Sun, Venus, and Mars all line up in the sign of Sagittarius, and that will be affecting you in terms of your work and your health. It's going to be in your 6th house this month. And with that, Jupiter is in your 12th house, and Jupiter will be in your 12th house, by the way, all the way through to June 1st. And Jupiter in the 12th will bring things to an end or conclusion. Some of the things that you've been trying so desperately to bring to an end or completion, finish up, will finally be able to bring to a conclusion some of the things that just have never gotten done. That's while Jupiter all the way till June 1st. But this month, while Jupiter is aspecting your planets in the 6th house, I want you to be careful of, you're probably okay, but just be more careful of accidents. And what probably will become of this is you become very health conscious. Yes, you're wanting to change, you know, the first of the year we do these things, but you especially are thinking, it's a new year, it's a new beginning, I'm going to change my diet, my habits, everything. I'm going to make it work this time. That's where you're at with all of those thoughts and ideas about the new year. And I want to say this, your work will change, and don't be surprised if somebody in your workplace is very combative and difficult to get along with. You'll be okay. You're protected. So, but it's only for a month's time. And here's another thing. There's some opportunities for you to get some sideline work. And if you do have a business and you need employees, this would probably be a good time to search them out. Get some new help that you desperately need. Another thing is, if you have any pets, be aware that they will be more rambunctious, and take an eye out for them, because they can be a little too aggressive or rambunctious. Now come to the month of February. We've got the Sun, Venus, Mars. It's in your 7th house. And this is the time of relationships. If you're looking to find someone, this is probably a stellar month to do so. Hey, it's actually the month of Valentine's Day. Get out there, meet people. You could fall in love. Now, if you are married, this could be the time that your partner, well, they could be a little bit more aggressive. So be aware of that. They could be a little bit more combative or argumentative. And or maybe there's a big change for them that is opportunistic. Yes, they can have some opportunities if they are, looking for that opportunity in their work. It could happen. Or looking for a new position, it could happen. Now, remember, February is also the month of an eclipse. So this eclipse is going to be happening in your 8th house. That's a house of deep, dark changes, getting to the core and bottom of things. Things are changing on a profound level for you this year. And psychologically, you might be doing some kind of spiritual work in February. And maybe you will come into some money through some other people, but it does entail you having to give up something or put some money out in order for the future gains. Now, March, be cautious. There is a Mars-Rahu conjunction in your 8th house. This can cause some flare-ups, some problems with loved ones, family, and be aware that this is deep and difficult. There can be some endings, sudden endings of things with people that you know. Another thing is, it is a time of deep psychological digging to change the things that you don't like about yourself. But furthermore, you might be doing some major research projects about maybe healing. And you know what? You could find them. Keep digging, keep analyzing. A miracle and a discovery is due. Come April, there's going to be a little bit of a difficult setback, probably. And it really does mean the setback is because you got to change the way you're thinking about something. That's all it is. And if you can realize this, then you can heal it. And your life will change dramatically. Now, if you still have your father, if he's around, this will be a time that you've got to pay attention, look after him, make sure that he's okay. And if you're planning on any trips or traveling, be aware that there could be some kind of setup or postponement or just problems in the area of travel. And if you're in school or anything like that, you might find there's some kind of difficulty with classes or teachers, just something to do with a setback with studies, school. information, like I said before, you have to change something about how you think about it, how you're going at it. So come June through October 31st, we have got Jupiter's going to come into your first house. It's been in your 12th house for a long time, meaning you're finishing up old projects right before a brand new grand beginning. This is a turning point in your life. All of a sudden, new opportunities. You're going to feel so totally different about the world and even yourself. You're going to change your appearance. You're going to change your direction. Opportunities and abundance will be yours. So that doesn't start till June 1st. And thinking about May, the end of May, that's going to be where some good things really start to come together. You're going to finalize things. You're going to be ready for the new beginning. And the Saraswati Yoga that I'm seeing will end up in your first house. This is where all three benefics come together in Cancer. Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus. This is spectacular. So you're feeling great. This will be June, end of June and July. You're going to be feeling confident, secure, ready for a new world, a new life, and you're going to get it. Because the confidence and the will and the joy's there. The joy's back. You're ready for a whole new change with you. You yourself are going to be a new person. That's what I'll say. Now come August, you might find there's a little problems occurring for the family, occurring for you financially, because we still have K2, but with the sun in your second house. So there might be some major expenses you have to deal with around that time. Now, there is a solar eclipse in August that causes great change, but it is happening in your first house. Once again, like I said, you yourself are going through a transformational change. Everything is shifting. Now, come November, towards the mid-November, everything's going to change, and we are looking at some major shifts financially. And you might have to put a lot of money out. It's going to be a lot of expenditure. But I feel pretty confident that the expenditure is going to create a major gain in the future. So get ready. Financially, your life will begin to make a big transformational change in November in terms of finances. Now, when it comes to family, be aware there's going to be some upsets within your family, and it could even deal with finances and money. So be aware that that's about to really, really take a hit. Your family and feeling connected to your family, I mean, there's going to be some kind of battles to be fought and difficulties, with the family. And it may be, as I said before, over money. What usually it is, right? Many times it is. So come December, and that is going to be where Rahu goes into Capricorn and K2 goes into Cancer. And this is going to affect you so personally. Like I said, first you're going through this major change physically. Everything changes about you. And this even adds more to it. Rahu's going to be going into your 7th house. If you're looking for a partnership, someone's going to come into your life for sure if they're not there already. If you are married, your partner will be expanding in some way and being a little bit more difficult to get along with, but they are into their own thing, and they will make your life a little bit more difficult because they are going to be more demanding. And you are going through this big transitional change physically, emotionally, and spiritually. K2 is going to be in your first house. And sometimes I find, and that will be throughout 2027, you kind of feel like you want to pull away more from the world. You don't want to be so much a part of it. You want to pull away and be an observer instead of being so involved with so many different things. But before that time, you're going to be so involved in so many things, and it's a new opening, especially between June through October 31st. And then again, beginning in January of 2027, you will have all the changes set in place that you will be a different person, much better person, more confident, more successful, and with great opportunities. So that covers the 2026 for Cancer. If you would like to learn more information about me, go to my website, galacticcenter.org. And remember, if you want to learn Vedic astrology, go to my university website, universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.